going with human here. I wonder if it's a choice that is dependent on his own feeling for the matchup, or if it's about Happy specifically. Because this is, after all, the matchup where Happy has been, in fact, losing the most lately.
Let's go, everybody! Starbuck, I hope you took notes with how Fortitude is playing this, and hopefully you can just copy what Fortitude is doing in this matchup, plus the execution that Fortitude provides, because Fortitude is the one to look at in this matchup. Starting off on Tidehunters, everything but a human expansion would be surprising. On Happy's side, everything but a Lich would be quite surprising. Or is it time to go back to a Dreadlord? Oh, little sleepy Happy. Look at that sleep out of your eyes. You need to be wide awake, because Starbuck, on a good day, is a threat to everyone.
Yeah, and maybe that was a bit of a Freudian eye scratch, because he is choosing Mr. Sandman here. Dreadlord with sleep first, even on Tidehunters.
Wow.
This is normally such a sick Lich map, because you can harass the peasants right away, get level 2, use the ghouls, run over and over. And normally with the Dreadlord, you want to be able to creep level 3 pretty uncontested, and will have a safe expansion as well. This, or a fairly safe expansion at least, this is by no means a safe expansion. If the AM gets level 3 early, we have seen Haunted Gold Mines getting cancelled over and over.
That's right. Man, this is very, very surprising to me. I haven't seen a Dreadlord in a long time, but it's a bit reminiscent to Happy's approach to Rara Land when he wasn't playing the 9-minute push against Night Elf for weeks. And then all of a sudden, on the big stage, the 9-minute push was back, a little bit refined, a little bit improved. And it caused terror for all the Night Elves in that tournament. Maybe it's the same with the Dreadlord play against human here in TPL.
Yeah, I think Happy himself isn't exactly sure what the best route is. He is obviously experimenting. That's what happens when you lose 3 series in a row against 40. He is on the chalking board right now, on the chalkboard I mean. And yeah, he's trying out strats. As you mentioned, the Dreadlord was almost meta for like a few weeks, then not played again. And with Lich, Happy has been losing lately. So let's try the Dreadlord once more.
Okay, Starbuck. What's his peak in this tournament? Yesterday against Labyrinth wasn't that great. Not the level you need against Happy, of course. He said, oh, my hands were so cold, I couldn't. And then later on the day, it was a very good performance versus Colorful indeed. This is the first big test here. Dreadlord coming in, handful of ghouls, but creeps are also here, making this weird.
Starbuck creeping close to the expansion, wants to gather a bit more XP here, pick up the tome, and keep the peasants safe. Dreadlord, of course, with Sleep, has a very unique ability. Unlike any other hero, he can force TPs around way easier than any other hero. And this is actually a big threat to the Archmage. Like I mentioned earlier, on this map, and it's very easy to cancel expansions, especially for the human, because both expansions are so close to each other. And the AM was too afraid to go out on the map, so Happy now, trying to be aggressive, but he's not really committing fully. This is mainly designed to buy time, keep Starbuck on his side of the map, and Happy wants to ensure his own expansion is coming up.
Dreadlord looking quite scary already with the skeletons in the south, with the Carrion Swarm. It's all lighting up. Uh-oh, new militia need to be called. What about that tower? It's close to finishing. Almost is surrounded the Dreadlord though. It is close. Maybe. Can he fight out? He's trying to. He's trying to. Oh, so close. Militia gotta close the way. Police, arrest this man. But he gets away with murder and the Arcane Tower.
That was super close to it. If the Dreadlord there dies, it's a very different game. But that one skeleton should be level 3 for the Archmage. Can Starbuck go for a strong counterattack? He lost a bunch of peasants. We see it up in the overlay. 5 peasants and the tower. The cool thing about the Dreadlord, which I didn't consider really before, you can also sleep the water elementals.
Oh, that's right. And then what's your damage really? An Archmage. Weird movement, threatening us around. Maybe just firing away at the Dreadlord. But he's at 1/3. This is saveable. Easy. Water Elemental expires. Archmage is slowed and surrounded and gotta get out quickly. Tries to open it up once again. But, is there a chance? There absolutely is. So, the surround games, Lords of the Rings. Who's the better one? Great counter block by Starbuck so far, but Happy locks it in second try, but gets surrounded here as well. Needs the TP. Starbuck gets it. Is the damage enough? Sharpen your swords. Gets him! Despite the sleep on the footy, huge win for Starbuck.
Oh my god, dude, how close was that? Both here are playing on the edge. If it hadn't been for the hero loss, this would have been the perfect early game for Happy. But with that hero kill, seems like things are more stable, more even between the two. But of course for the AM now it's scary. He's super low HP. He doesn't get a TP for a long time. And it's only the footy really who can do anything right now.
That's crazy indeed. Just like ESL Markosh coming in with the 60 euro dono. Let's go, Buck, he says. And is pretty happy about the outcome of that surround, I'm sure. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Footies are back, so is the Dreadlord from the tavern. No tech by Happy yet, of course, while Starbuck has that button clicked. But I worry for these footmen.
I like the staff pick up here on Happy as well, so he's not gonna have to worry about surround so much anymore. Sick items on the Dreadlord, by the way. Double mantle and circlet, really good for him. Just the passive mana regen actually, it's really strong. And AM seems to be concerned. One more sleeps around and the game might be over.
Is there... Yo, can he line it up? The water elemental damage is of course great. Nice retreat by Starbuck as well. Herd ghouls all in the back. If only there was a way to attack them now with an undead base, of course. Too safe, too secure. Happy's tech has started as well. Pressure is still on the Dreadlord. Oh, he lines it up. He wants this sleep for sure. Close to the Arch. Archmage damage is incredible. And I think Starbuck is very confident in this situation. Water Elemental doing damage in the north. Archmage doing damage in the south. Expo is up. Tech almost finished. And this is playable.
Yeah, pretty even game, I would say. Experience, almost perfectly the same on both sides. The tech lead is on Starbuck, and that's a very big deal. But there's one important thing to keep in mind. How strong are the level ups? AM4, nice. AM4, quite strong. Dreadlord 4, really nice. Dreadlord 5, insane. This is the big level that Happy's working on.
Yeah, and then how do you counter that in the late game is the question. Alongside destroyers, of course, you usually want gyros. They get countered by a carrion swarm. You want to lane with tanks, it gets countered by a carrion swarm. You want to go for the hero focus against undead, quite tricky. The answer for a long time was Dragonhawks.
Oh, I'm gonna go for the next attack again. Starbuck needs to be worried about the TP surround or sleep surround possibility here.
Oh, he knows. Oh, he knows. That was not the outcome he wanted. Archmage has an invul potion. Can he fight out? Happy. Keeps the opens up the surround. It's so weird, dude. Heal scroll as well. Dreadlord cannot close it. Needs another sleep. Ghouls are there. So are the footmen. We got a staff. Oh, sleep is there again, though. And now, what's the way out? Finally, he gets the kill. Level 4 saves him for a bit, but no way out right there. Big hero kill for Happy. 4.5 on the Dreadlord.
Oh man, this AM had a footy to wake him up. He had an invuln and a staff and a heal scroll. I think Starbuck just didn't expect this much sleep to be available, and I can't blame him. The reason why Happy got this huge kill was because of the +8 intelligence.
Yeah.
Int and mana on the Dreadlord is so good. Happy benefiting hard from these items.
Tier 3 halfway through. We do see a second Drax. We do see a Griffin Aviary. This was an explosive early game. Who comes out on top? Despite the tech deficit, I'd say Happy is in a very solid position, especially after that Archmage kill. Both step on the brake a little bit to get the late game army running.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot about hero levels in the end, and especially Dreadlord 5, man. It's so insane. We saw a lot of Dreadlord paired with gargoyles in the mid game. Happy not doing this time. He's going back to, you might call, old school fiends. And that means that knights, again, could be quite strong, as they already are.
Cool. Alrighty, we've seen some experiments by 120 with the Pit Lord and Howl against Fortitude in the late game stages, but you really want a Lich. You really want an Orb carry and not a third melee hero, I wonder. Creeps Go to Happy once again. Item on the ground. Mountain King picked it up, I think. Wand of Illusion, not bad. Mr. Sandman brings the dreams one more time, and Starbuck got a retreat here. It's not looking too great. You almost gotta get that kill, but Arsenal isn't packed anymore.
And here on the map at the moment, Happy's definitely the stronger force. That's the downside of Human in the mid game. It takes a long time to really become scary. Once you are in the ultra late game and have the levels, it is an incredibly formidable force. But you need tier 3, you need the Knights, you need the Paladin, and perhaps even Griffins. And that all takes a long time.
6 saves by Happy there. Great timed coils, and the Mountain King threw all the hammers without a single kill. Yeah, DK is low, but you know, Aura will be working against that. Statues are coming too, and tier 3 is unfolding with the Lich. On the other side, Paladin, of course. Whoopsie! Sleep on an Illu. Happy. What was that?
Level 1 sleep. It's only like 65 mana. It's fine. It's got plus int, baby. It's gonna regen. It's gonna be gurgling up those mana potions as well. And now level 4.8 and 1.8 on the DK. These are both enormous level ups.
Indeed, it is. We see double workshop. Is it tanks? Is it gyros? Gyros die in seconds. You can't play them really, except for gyro bombs and harass. But even then, Happy would just probably answer with a tele staff and then got it done.
Yeah.
Level 2 for the Mountain King. Bash unlocked.
Happy doesn't even have Destroyer form upgrade. Oh, as I say it, he's getting it now. Normally Happy, as mentioned yesterday, loves Destroyers. It's his favorite unit. Destroyers can have a huge downside against Human, of course, when they get overwhelmed by gyros. But he's got the Dreadlord. He's got the perfect counter. I'm quite surprised to not see any Destroyers yet. I guess you could still add them later. But it seems like so far, Happy is trying to prioritize more Fiend army, even getting up another barracks.
Interesting. Is he worried about mass air? That is not coming at all. Red spot. Items on the ground. What we got? Talisman. Okay. That is more HP and especially more mana for this Dreadlord. Level 5 unlocked at the red spot. So we mask for the Mountain King. One step out. Big Invo Potion. Heal Scroll as well, which you desperately need against these carrion swarms. And that is the economy at the expo wrecked.
Starbuck isn't quite ready yet. This attack is hitting a bit too early, and Happy is fight ready. Lich might only be level 1, DK might only be level 2, but that's enough. It's Dreadlord here who's carrying. Level 5 on him, as mentioned now for the 4th time. So sick! Look at those carrion swarms.
It's crazy, dude. It's absolutely crazy. Nova coming in. On top of that, AoE brings in a little slow as well. Starbuck, Hail Mary on the Dreadlord. Sweet surround. Happy as a TP. Needs it soon. Invo Potion Pass can stay in this fight for a little longer, causing more damage. And that forces Starbuck to open up the surround. Carrion Swarm hits him again. And the Knights are getting no connection to the Fiends. And if they... Oh, focus on the Dreadlord once again. No bash, unfortunately. So the Fiends in the backline could do a ton of damage. Starbuck down, 18 food. It's not where you want to be, and lumber is low as well. Economy wrecked. Great push by Happy.
Yeah, Starbuck nicely there, forcing the enemy TP out at least, but this was a devastating fight. Clearly in favor of Happy. Back at home now, he's healing up. Happy could creep up a bit more, get some more levels, especially DK3. Would be quite something. And holding the next push might just be impossible.
I guess so. We got the flute now on top as well. Lich damage looking good. Frost armor against the Knights for the Fiends to keep them safe. Starbuck was also losing the shop, so no second staff, which would hold great value. Trying to switch to Griffins now.
And if they survive for a while, Griffins are great. But Happy has the counter lined up already. He's got a good number of Fiends, and he's got Web. And how can Starbuck survive this? He's got great hero levels now, but hardly an army.
Is it level 3? It is level 3 on the Pally. And a big invul. Expo is gone and can't be repaired. TP doesn't go through, so the production buildings are up for grabs, just a hair too late. Happy pulling back, he got his objective, 2 base, 1 base, and high undead hero levels. It's looking tremendous for the Emperor.
Absolutely. Interestingly, Happy is playing a Fiend into Gargoyle switch. I'm not sure I've ever seen this before. It might not matter in this game. After having killed the expansion, that should normally seal the deal. Happy's kiting backwards. As you can see, the Knights are doing good work against the Fiends. Maybe that's the reason why now we see the switch, because the Knights just counter the ground army so well. Oh, but do they really? With these carrion scrolls.
It is so sick. A kingdom for a heal scroll, but he had neither the time nor the resources. Knights are falling in seconds, and the man with DK as his initials wins the game. Whoo boy, that was a good performance by Starbuck, but not good enough against Happy.
Yeah, Happy here. We have been seeing him struggle a little bit, fumble a little bit lately, but this was a really strong map one. The Dreadlord, of course, in the late game, super good, but I think the most important, crucial part of this game was the early game. Dreadlord running across the map right away, threatening the Archmage, threatening the peasants, and buying so much time. Also stole away 1 green camp, which meant that it was way harder for the AM to get level 3, and I would say Happy controlled this game nicely. All the way through, and on Tidehunters, where it's normally so difficult to cancel an enemy, or to stop an enemy from canceling your gold mine, that's the right way around, managed that very well with the unconventional Dreadlord.
Damn. That was incredibly close, though. If he gets the Archmage saved one more time, he has a lot more momentum, can put on a lot more pressure. If he holds that Arcane Tower, the entire early game looks a lot different. Starbuck is not without chances. That's a good sign. Not only for today, but of course also for the Ascension phase, where he might get a match with 1-2-0 once again.
That would be quite exciting indeed. By the way, I think we know where Happy's gonna land if he takes first place. Wait, he got first place. That one map means first place for Happy. Alright. So Happy is Group C, C1 would land in Kaho's half of the upper bracket of the playoffs. Okay, so a Happy Fortitude encounter would have to wait for the upper bracket final. Unless
Oh, that would be so sick, dude. Kao also a threat to Happy, of course. Pretty much every time they meet each other. Happy, of course, with a great track record, but Happy has to... Kao has defeated him before in big winner bracket matches. And of course, knowing that this is a possibility now, an extra hour of Night Elf vs. Undead practice can go a long way. Can Starbuck win a map here is the next question. Everything else might be decided. And of course, if you take a map win off of Happy, this might help him prevent the tiebreaker?
Yes, indeed. That would already give us a clear answer. Yeah. The only way the tiebreaker can occur if it's 2-0, 2-0 both ways.
Yeah. All right, Bucky. 1 map for rank 2. We get some substance. Scumbag Josh93. Not so much of a scumbag after all. Thank you for the 713 sub. Also, Neanderthal Warcraft 3 for 32 months. Good to see you both together, less than 3. And Legiker for the 16 month. Stormlike also at the beginning of the stream. You guys are awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're waiting for the next map to start. Northern Isles. Are the Cold Lands another playground for the Dreadlord?
We have seen him here before. My primary concern here would be, how do you best deal with a Lich first? Excuse me, with an MK first. Because MK first is super duper strong on this map. I would say Dreadlord is a bit difficult to execute here. I would prefer perhaps to see a Lich and play against the MK, but I like the map choice here by Starbuck. Again, Northern Isles is normally a great MK first map, despite Starbuck perhaps not being the most proficient MK first player.
8 Mr. 22, thank you for the Prime. Anyone with a Prime left? Throw them to us while they last. They might disappear from this platform soon if the rumors are correct. So as long as you can support us for free, do it if you can. We had apparently a little bit of a bug. Maybe the observer was lacking a little bit. Of course, the player conditions are pretty much perfect, as we saw. Ping of like 50 or something. For the observers, a little harder to connect to the servers.
Yep. Indeed, indeed. Trying to figure out if perhaps they have Flow TV enabled. If the lagging is bad, I'm gonna try to look for a backup answer.
That would surprise me, given, you know, recent controversy of TPL and TED Cup and Chinese community drama, baby. Always and ever. And of course, we wouldn't have the beautiful face cams. What would we do without the face cams?
We wouldn't see that many head scratches, will we?
That's right. Like, what's up with that, by the way? We need a counter for that very, very soon. Did you scratch your head today, Remo? Yeah, got you thinking, right?
It's hard to remember.
Right? I did. Well, after waking up in the morning, I am a true Warcraft 3 gamer. Just like these fine guys. Starbuck and Happy, two big brains, and two big heads on the cams. Head scratch for good luck. Bottom left hand side is Starbuck. Upper right hand side, Happy. This still seem to be a bit laggy for the observers, but I guess we have to live with it.
Yeah, I think they do have Flow TV enabled, by the way. Hold up.
All right. While you check the Flow TV, we take a look. Is it a Mountain King? Or is it an Archmage? Archmage again. And what's Happy's choice? Return to Lich to make him even less predictable than he already is? No. Dreadlord. Mr. Sandman brings the dreams one more time, even on Northern Isles. Alright, we're gonna see a lot more carrion swarms, a lot more sleep again, and then a run for the shop in the early hours. Needs a staff maybe to prevent the hero kills that we've seen before. Higher levels on the Dreadlord definitely acquirable. He will have to deal with a slower army, of course, and of course also no real way to slow down the enemy army. This map oftentimes is predetermined by the early game. Who gets the expo up, who cancels the other expo. It's a tug of war between them, and who of course it gets there faster. Dreadlord out, Archmage already creeping for the big consumable and the instant level 2.
Yeah, I mentioned the AM before. I would say AM in general is a bit of a better counter against the Dreadlord because you have more than just one hero to be active with, you know? But oh, this guy, the NK is so strong. I wonder if it's holding Starbuck a little bit back, perhaps, that he just doesn't play Mountain King. Maybe that's something he needs to incorporate soon. But, well, let's take a look what we have here. Happy creeping the natural. First and foremost, quick level 2, quick expansion. And Starbuck gonna go for his own expansion right after. Level 3 here will be a priority. And the invuln early is a great find against Dreadlord.
Right on. We had a counter here on this map, by the way, by Human versus Dreadlord. And that was Alchemist's second rifle push, which was really strong. I wonder if Happy found a solution against this and if that's the strategy that Starbuck is going for, or if we see more lanes with maybe tanks and split attacks down the road.
Yeah, but if you play rifle Alchemist, that's one base, right?
Yeah,
Rifle
usually it
that's
is.
two base.
I wouldn't rule it out that Starbuck found a way to play this 2 base with a higher supply but a bit delayed timing. Because Starbuck is quite a genius when it comes to strategies like this. But yeah, usually it is.
And once again, the Dreadlord here active more early than the Archmage. Archmage, once again, is focused on creeping level 3 and then moving on. Dreadlord is going to be active early out on the map with level 2, because already with Sleeps around, he's dangerous. And with this aggression, he wants to distract from his own account.
Alright, we got the fight that we've seen on Tide Hunters. Again, round 2, ding, ding, ding. Who is the better one? Invul Potion. And Happy. It's just losing the Dreadlord like that. Locked in this round, unable to fight out. Hero progress stopped. Starbuck is, of course, investing the big Invul Potion, which holds a lot of value. But that's exactly what it designs for.
Oh, and now things get interesting. Happy can't go for a Tavern Res right now. His lumber is too low. Footies are running across the map. This could be a perfect position for Starbuck. He's going to be defending the ghouls here with the AM. If he gets a cancel across the map, this would be a huge lead for him.
Oh, but also the Town Hall is delayed for workers. It's cancelled. Yep, Happy cancels it. Expo for Starbuck not finished. Needs some more time. But it's gonna be finishing a minute earlier or two. Happy, are you stubborn with that 2-base play? Oh, Archmage. Also, careful. Dreadlord back. No mana currently. But very little to defend with because, of course, the footmen are across the map.
If they take up the narrow here, this should put an end to the expansion plans of Happy. Starbuck seems to be in a greatly leading position. Very smart play here by Starbuck, realizing he could defend only with AM and Watch Elementals, and the footies went for a huge play across the map. This is looking terrible. Absolutely terrible for Happy now. One hero kill, changing absolutely everything this game, as the AM even is close to level 4 already. Alright. Is there some way the Emperor can find a way to win this game?
Yes, of course. We've seen this a million times. But Starbuck is in a prime position. This is the best 6 minutes you can get. Now, don't get nervous. Don't throw that lead away. You've probably done this on ladder a million times. Just don't get surrounded. Don't lose your hero. And Starbuck is taking precautions with the staff that probably can't be cancelled this time. Oh, dancing around the surround. Pretty nice. Water Elemental doing the damage. Wants to stay here for as long as possible to take any offensive potential out of Happy's wings.
Happy wants to go for the sleep surround here again and at least force a TP. He's trying to staff. Oh yeah, okay.
Gets the Dreadlord surround again. Little exclamation mark here. TP gone, but tech running at the 6-minute mark. Took a little longer than it would be perfect. Because of course he had to call new militia. But shop is up earlier than in game 1. Hero levels are looking fantastic. 7-minute mark, close to level 4 AM. That's gorgeous.
Yeah, this is normally an unlosable position. But of course, this is Happy we're talking about. So you always gotta be cautious. But it's an incredible lead for Starbuck. He's got the 2-base versus 1-base, whereas the Dreadlord is certainly not really a 1-base hero. And the insane thing is, Happy's tech isn't even much faster. I think there's only one chance for Happy this game, and that's insane hero levels.
Which is definitely possible on Northern Isles, but both are creeping, and with Water Elementals you might be faster, even though ghouls provide a little bit more damage. Kinda hard to watch, guys, I know. Sorry, this is what we're provided with. We got a Book of the Dead, and Destroyers are far away. There could be great usage for that item now.
I like that Starbuck is being aggressive, by the way. He's trying to slow down the Dreadlord creeping, and I think that's the right call. It's going to be all about hero levels, I think. If Happy doesn't get level 4 and level 5, there should be no chance for him.
These Water Elementals are super... It's just the power washing these ghouls away. Crazy damage. You see it already, 5,000 on the Archmage. And Happy can't get a foot on the ground. It's gonna be tricky to creep now with all these losses.
Tier 3 beginning, and of course on Tier 3 Happy will grow a lot stronger, also with the Dreadlord. Statues and Fiends and Destroyers are very good. DK second should be joining soon. Wait. He went for double mana potion before DK. What?
Alright, so Zeppelin drop into economies, Carrion Swarm kills? With Ghoul Harass with Gark Harass follow-up?
Yeah, I'm really not sure. Maybe the idea here is creep the Dreadlord as much as you can with bonus XP, and then maybe go for other heroes later. We'll see. Panda second for Starbuck. This gives him a lot of base harass potential. Breath of Fire, retrain into Blizzard, and then Happy might be locked in his own base for a long, long while. We're not there yet. Starbuck is still pretty low on supply. Keeps on creeping. May want to go for a Shredder at some point.
Zeppelin for the Scout is up. Flute is going to be pretty good for whatever it is. Scouts for an expansion, levels the Panda. Breath of Fire level 2 is not that far away. And Gargs, of course, fear that spell. Double Workshop to start things off. Could win air superiority with Gyros. Not too sure about that though. Game still up in the air. Supply even. Tier 3 unfolding.
Alrighty. Happy. Can you pull a magic trick here? And if so, what is it?
Carrion Swarm.
Back
You gotta
over at
go.
the expansion this time. Trying to kill off a few... Ghoul attack before Frenzy. That is emblematic of the game here.
Yeah, definitely desperate, but 2 Carrion Swarms out. Breath of Fire is a wonderful solution to these ghouls, though they're all burning. The Shredder is here, closes the door. Mass murder on both sides. Archmage 4.6, Panda level 3. Sheep is blocking. Come on, get that longsword hit in. Not just yet. Everything slowed down, of course, because of the attack. Level 4.2 on the Dreadlord, not too shabby. But Starbuck should be accelerating quickly. Downside, he used the Shredder for the defense, and now his lumber is really low.
Supply indeed. Looking dreadful on both sides right now. Starbuck has the triple barracks, double workshop, but you can't support at the moment. I like the can tower. Can tower is a great help, especially against ghouls, which it has to be the main weapon for Happy, I guess. Ghouls, Carrion Swarm, Destroyers. And this is the first time I ever see Happy play Dreadlord solo.
Yeah, you were asking for a solution. Well, Infernal can win you games. Drop the base and win the game with that, FFA style. But we're still so far away from that. And how do you get the kills? How do you keep your heroes safe? Of course, the hero nuke potential for Starbuck is limited, as he's going for a Panda, not a Mountain King Paladin. But still, this guy can hold the ghouls pretty much alone. Getting slept. No staff yet, but there's an invoke potion. Just walks out of that as well. But this push is probably the scariest Happy can muscle up, because Starbuck is getting crazy strong now.
Well, the Destroyers are looking very potent at the moment. Of course, Gyros want to counter them, but against that we have a Dreadlord, who is now level 5.
No way,
Did
dude.
Starbuck go for the wrong units? Should he have gone rifles, maybe?
Or
Hard to
Dragonhawks, hard to see. More Gyros, of course, they are quick to produce, quite expensive though for their supply and for their damage. But you gotta deal with that. This attack hurt a little bit, but also burned a lot of mana, was quite a precise timing push. And from here on out, like, what's Happy still able to do? He's down a base, he's down levels, tanks are coming, even with Barrage.
I don't think this is over. If Happy morphs 2 more Destroyers, he has good answers against these Knights, as long as he keeps the Dreadlord alive. And he gets level 6 at some point, of course.
Gotta keep good care of these Knights. They provide a lot of XP. Dreadlord down at like 1/3. Destroyers taking some hits, and of course there's no coil. So Archmage is chasing. Great Destro control though. Pally is here with the block. No TP. Sleep against the Panda. No hits. The block by Starbuck is amazing. Another sleep though, and he can't get the follow-up. Tanky boy. Archmage has no boots. Can't chase. And Happy's Dreadlord is alive. Unbelievable plays from 2 players.
Holy crap, that was a sick block. That's the biggest problem here for Happy. He doesn't have aura, he doesn't have coil. It's really hard to heal. Look at the amount of statues he has. He got another Ziggurat up. This might be the all-in morph. get a ton of destroyers out, and hope that the destroyers can win the game. And honestly, Starbuck doesn't have much to counter Destros.
They will run out of mana, and destroyers without mana are not that scary. The scout footman is reporting, okay, still one base. But he also sees it's an all-in Destro bust, like back in the old days. Thank you, Avolutza, for the 47-month, and no cancel please for the 19-month. Yurko as well with 69 months. Nice.
Happy should get a heal scroll, I think. Against the flag cannon from the gyros, this might be the right call. Not buying it. Going in without. This could be painful. Alright. Doing everything now, all in with the destroyers. Will it be enough?
There's so much Carrion Swarm, Remo. There's 2 mana potions Carrion Swarm against the gyros who melt against this. Starbuck's gyro control has to be absurd. First one eaten, flak cannons coming in, no tanks with barrage. You gotta play around the Carrion Swarm cooldown. There's no other way to put it, otherwise they'll all die. 62 food, Carrion Swarm was nice!
5.9! Oh, 6!
Okay, but no mana until he uses that potion. Destroyers have to run. Here we go. Infernal in TP League, everybody. Cleaning the ground now. You gotta produce more and more and more gyros. Level 5 now on the Archmage. 2 Destros about to fall. Happy still struggling. Paladin is ready with yet another Holy Light. Do you really want to fight that Infernal straight up? It's so tempting to send in more gyros. Breath of Fire on the ground. Takes 5 supply away. Panda level 4. This is the deciding moment. Happy has no mana potion, no more. The Dreadlord is out of fuel. And then gyros reign supreme.
Even the Infernal is slowly being taken care of. It seems like Starbuck might just have enough at great cost with great losses. Might just be able to do it. One thing Happy didn't have, by the way, was an Orb of Corruption. He can't attack air units.
Oh.
This seems to be a big downside.
Unbelievable plays here. Knight still chasing. Infernal is great experience, of course, if you take it out. Pally gotta be a little more careful. Breath of Fire doesn't do that much against units, but the gyros are chasing, even though we're casting this from a PowerPoint slide. Sorry about that again, but this must be it. This was the all-in. Lots of statues, lots of destroyers falling, and Starbuck still on 2 bases with his heroes getting better. This must be game now.
Yeah, Happy isn't really getting stronger from this point on. Level 3 sleep, okay, but it's not that big of a deal. Starbuck lost a lot. Could Happy just transition? I don't know. Seems like he certainly needs statues. Needs to heal still.
Transition into game 3, maybe. Okay, we get more Griffin Aviaries for some Dragonhawks now. Griffins, of course, amazing to take down statues as well. More creeping. Pally level 3 might be a win condition. Archmage still creeping here to have the staff ready and a town portal if he's getting creepjacked. But that is not the case. More knights, gyro bombs, aviaries up. Starbuck in prime position. He must take that game.
The thing is, the Panda might be close to useless. It's kind of annoying here.
Can always be used in a base race.
Happy might be waiting for the cooldowns of Infernal and mana potions, and then go for one more try with his 1 base solo Dreadlord.
The last push had 2 mana potions. Now he has 0. Infernal still up. Oh, you really want that juicy XP. Same can be said about the water elementals, actually. That was a dono. Level 7.
Hadouken! That's level 7. Level 3 sleep. Very cheap. And honestly, I still don't feel like the sleep here is too valuable. I think he has to focus all on Carrion.
Yeah, for sure. There's almost no melee unit as well, so Vamp Aura doesn't do much either. That Infernal was great, and it's off cooldown, but it's also a big requirement in mana. And you kinda wanna use that mana for Carrion Swarm if you're unable to purchase mana potions. Tough decisions to be made.
I really like the double orb of fire here on these human heroes.
Ooh.
Look at the Dreadlord just sneaking in and drops the base against the peasants. Infernal into the expansion, trying to limit the income of Starbuck. Be annoying. Happy slowly building up that big destroyer army again. But he needs mana potions. He can maybe look for a mana stone at the shop, at the market, but that's not a guarantee.
Every other undead player would be dead in the water. 20 food down. But a Dreadlord can carry games, and it's Happy we're talking about. Knights deal with the Infernal quite nicely. Only one base. Happy, great distraction. He got some resources now. What to spend it on?
Mana potions, for sure. Mana pots have a 2-minute cooldown in the shop, so they take a long time to replenish. But Happy got 2 of them.
Oh my
Infernal
God.
is still alive, right? Yes, it is. Alright, Morphin time again. This should be the last attempt.
Oh my God. Go Power Rangers. Starbuck, get the first Griffins and Dragonhawks in. They are way better in dealing with carrion swarms. No heal scrolls though. Double orb invul potion. Level 2 holy light. This is... Oh, you can't throw these gyros away. Calm before the storm. This is it. This is the decision.
Alright. Everything going in. Panda, Slap, Carrion, Swarm, and off we go. Destroyers right now with mana. And Starbuck at the moment running away.
Here are the gyros from the left-hand side, splits them a little bit. Flak cannons doing amazing damage. Same can be said for the carrion swarm. Multi-kill. 11 gyros taken out. Starbuck only at 66. Gyros rebuild quickly, as we mentioned. Carrion swarm hitting the heroes. Archmage gotta be careful. Knights are falling. 3 of them about to drop. Level 8 on the Dreadlord. Supply is even. Happy is about to be mined out soon. Can he sustain these losses? Can he break the base? It's a lot of damage on these destroyers. 5 supply apiece. Heroes still up. Not donating the water elementals anymore. Of course, they are fodder for these Destros. Who plays this better now? Dreadlord, no mana, no more. Breath of Fire hits the hero. Little bit the statues. We're in a hero arena situation. Archmage becomes a sniper. Destro turning out. We have another Infernal here. Happy is losing a lot of supply in quick succession. Gyros falling as well. These hero levels for Happy don't do much anymore. The destroyers are falling apart out of the air. 46 food left. Starbuck's recovery potential is a lot better, and he holds.
Holds and is still alive. How much gold is there? This is a really important question. Oh, Starbuck has plenty still left in the natural. Only 700 in the main, but almost 2k at the expansion. Holy smokes. Dreadlord with a mana stone.
Oh.
Looking for more kills.
Oh, sick dodge. That was a carrion swarm for basically nothing. Starbuck scrap for resources. Heroes gotta carry again an Infernal to deal with. The carrion swarm dodge was nice, but there's a big burning stone in your base. Good luck with that. And mining is denied again.
Oh, lordy. Alright. I can't believe Happy's still alive.
Yeah, right? It's so
Dreadlord
surreal.
almost level 9.
It's so surreal. Happy's FFA experience, the 2 weeks where he was practicing, paying off now. Classic Infernal play. And he is slowing mining down. Starbuck mining this out on 50, I guess.
And Starbuck must be wondering, how much does it take to kill this goddamn guy?
He is more. He's like 10,000 gold ahead in the mining. He's a full mine ahead.
Might not be enough. Time to make some Reddit threads after this game.
Oh no. Oh no.
Panda is about to get level 5. This might be good against the ghouls and the statues and kind of the Dreadlord. Oh.
Oh. Cannon Tower got the Infernal.
Right?
Yeah.
That's kind of annoying.
Starbuck can still sell some items. I think the Talisman of Evasion is useless. The pipe was useless. Sold it now. Can
1,000
you?
gold.
No more mining for Happy.
Yeah, Happy out of mining. Going for tanks. Okay, he's got Barrage. He's got Barrage.
And in a base race, Starbuck has a lot more buildings. Breath of Fire is amazing. And if we get mass teleport, it's really hard to counter.
Happy selling buildings. Can't make destroyers anymore. He's supply blocked. He's looking for items. He bought a small ring. What? He's starting to expand again. Okay.
Ooh. Okay. Breath of Fire doesn't hit the statues. Invo Potion use. A little bit of a waste, maybe. Another fight coming in. Dragonhawk's taking a lot of damage, but Starbuck has a heal scroll left. Piercing damage, Dragonhawks. That's supposed to be the solution. The Shredder is fighting with them. Starbuck, are you ready for this? Next heal scroll. Big saves. The Destroyers, 10 supply, 15, 20. All about to pop. Do you want to commit here? This is do or die. The supply lead for Starbuck seemingly growing. Militia, or peasants rather, blocking the way out. Dragonhawks, the saviors, question mark. Both about to die. This is so clutch. Now the tanks are coming in with the barrage. Level 5 statues taken out. Happy falling apart. That expansion in the north must be scouted and punished. And then it finally is his game. What's there left to play with? A level 9 Dreadlord? Alright, that's it. GG! Starbuck does it on the big stage. Takes a map off of Happy.
My man. Holy crap, dude. That was a super fun game. Really well played. Invo Potion perfectly used at the start. Happy biting and clawing and chewing to get back into the game. With a record game as well. Dreadlord level 9. Pretty sure we've never ever seen this before in any tournament. Of course, not quite good enough, but damn, he got close.
Holy moly. We said it when we saw the groups in our warm-up video. We said it at the start of this tournament. Happy is vulnerable to Fortitude, to 120, to a Lin, to a Kaho, and now also to Starbuck. What a sign for the rest of the tournament. Hope for everyone, and what a confidence boost this must be for Starbuck to finally get a map off of Happy in a tournament.
Yeah, and it's not only a confidence boost, it's also meaningful for the group. Group C. This means that Starbuck guaranteed is not last place anymore. It will be... let me do the math real quick. It will be Labby or Colorful. If Labby wins, he's second. If Colorful wins 2-0, he is third. And Labby last. So, no three-way tiebreaker here.
Oh, man, I don't get additional games. But I want more games, Remo.
At least we got a 3-mapper to start out the day. This is going to be a nice, long series. And after a crazy game like this, the players might even need a little break.
Oh, yeah.
Let's check out what the future tells us. Yeah, seems like it's going to be a minute or two. Time to shake off the rust. Get ready for map 3. Oh, you know what's going to be map 3?
Oh, yeah, it's on the
Lost
screen.
Temple, baby.
Lost Temple, baby. I'd say the chances for another Dreadlord game are rather high.
Yeah, I think this is by far the best Dreadlord map. What was the biggest concern that we always saw for the Dreadlord? Level 3 Archmage timing. And this is why the map is good for the Dreadlord. Not really because it's amazing for the Dreadlord himself, but because it is insanely bad for level 3 creeping. This was the map where first we saw the Dreadlord. This was the map where sometimes we even saw Cryptlord. Of course, Happy hates Cryptlord. So Dreadlord here is extremely likely.
What a sick game, dude. If we get more of what we just saw, I'm totally in for that. While we have some time here, apparently, guys, we are nominated at the Early Game Awards, in case you haven't heard that. ! Award as the best non-mainstream streamers of the year. And there's a vote up where you can vote not only once, but multiple times. As far as I know, you don't even need an email address. So get in there, ! Award, and let's have Warcraft 3 win an award on the big stage, guys. Do it for the scene. And my ego.
Yeah, guys. Get your vote in, help us out, and help Warcraft 3. That would be amazing.
Yeah, you're
This is, by the way, only... What?
You're basically saving Warcraft 3 with a click.
Click of the mouse, boys. That's all it takes sometimes. Yeah, Starbuck, this is, by the way, only the second map he ever took off of Happy. Last one was B2W Weekly Cup last year, almost 1 year ago, in February. We both played random, by the way. Wait, so this was the first Starbuck map ever taken off of Happy in a tournament where you played Undead?
Yeah. Crazy. Just freaking crazy. Love to see it, man. Starbuck's ascension to the top of the scene. You can't stop this guy anymore, apparently. Like, it was so cool to see him qualify for the TP League, then pretty much immediately getting round 8 finishes in TED Cup as well, and then something clicked and he made it top 4, top 3. Very consistently. So I would love to see him.
Firestalker skill, baby. That's that Firestalker skill that binds us all together.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. What's your skill looking like these days?
It's looking amazing. It's just quiescent right now. You know, just gotta wait for it to come up. When I first played against him in the internal tournament of Firestalkers, I knew this guy's got something.
That's
Completely
right.
destroyed me that day. Very luckily for him, of course. But yeah, he's been working. He's been grinding. He's an insanely good player. So much knowledge, so strategical. But here also pulls off the execution.
That's right. Yeah, Remo saw it coming years ago. That's true. Like, I call myself the prophet all the time, but when it comes to Starbuck, it's this guy. Very, very, very early on. And a couple of years later, here he is, top of the scene.
Yeah. I remember, dude, when we were still doing radiocast, ESL radio days, and we're doing German casts, we were also sometimes on the lookout for new players, and there was this young human player from France back then, always playing in the pink color, by the way. Always in the pink color. His name was Stefano. Never successful in Warcraft 3, really, but I was like, damn, this guy's good.
Yeah.
This guy's got potential. This guy is pretty damn solid. I wonder if he practiced, what would that mean? What it meant a few years later was that he was the best foreigner ever in StarCraft 2 for a long time. Even played Warcraft 3 for a little bit when Reforged came out. Yeah, there's sometimes these diamonds in the rough. And Starbuck right now, a diamond in the making.
Yeah, Stefano went to a French LAN last year, I think. So still following the scene a little bit. If you're watching now, shout out, Steph. Whew. A little bit of a longer break. Maybe they're trying to fix the observer situation. Let's take a look if the game has started already somewhere.
Yeah, it's about to begin.
Nice.
They did disable flow now, had it enabled before. Maybe they feel like that might help. All right, so I guess we know that we're going to be sticking with the mainstream.
I don't see it started. How do you? Okay, you watch it on another stream, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Thank you, Taker, for the raid. Hope you had a good stream, and congrats on your big win yesterday in the Dach Inferno League too, defeating Woodywood 2-1. Not bad, my man. Old man still got it.
Nice. Wait, isn't there a Super TED Cup also going on?
There is Super TED Cup going on.
I thought he wanted to stream. Okay. Well, maybe they're starting a bit later. Happy is also going to have to play against Focus there after this series, but this series is turning out to take a little while and to be quite the banger. Lost Temple, I love to see this map. And now finally, we shall see it indeed.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Of course, we have starting positions like this. Starbuck at the top, 12 o'clock. Natural expansion to the right-hand side. You know what's also on the right-hand side? Happy.
Yeah. This can be scary for Starbuck. This would be the perfect game for the Cryptlord, by the way. But of course, Happy, first of all, doesn't know the starting positions. And second of all, he hates beetles. Hates Papa Roach, unfortunately. So he's going to go Dreadlord most likely. And the Dreadlord isn't really the best super aggressive harass hero in your face. So Starbuck, despite the exposed position, might not have to suffer too much in the economy.
High stakes, man. If he pulls it off on Happy's map choice with these starting positions, Starbuck is truly ascending into like demigod status in Warcraft 3. Got a cheeky smile on his face. if I interpret this correctly. And Happy not pleased at all that he has to play yet another map.
Yeah, he scooted 1 inch closer to the camera, so now we can't even see his trophies anymore. Only the big brain forehead. It's gonna be Dreadlord against MK. Mountain King. Normally a hero, heavily reliant on good creeping. Lost Temple is terrible in the early game for MK level 3 creeping. I wonder what the thought behind this is. And this also opens the door for gargoyles on tier 2. No water elementals, no ranged hero attacks. Starbuck, I hope he has his answers prepared.
This is of course something Happy doesn't know just yet. And Happy loves to sell town portals. Does he love to sell town portals on this map as well? If yes, Stormbolt Surround could save Starbuck's early game.
Yeah, MK, unlike the AM, is very good at hanging and banging. You get surrounded, you surround the Dreadlord, and then we fight it out, mano y mano. Stormbolt and Bash, super strong for that. Maybe that's the idea.
Oh, well. First of all, we expand on the right-hand side. Acolyte is here. Dreadlord gets level 2. Stormbolt, of course, weapon of choice. So is Sleep on the right-hand side. Calm and peaceful moments for everyone but the creeps, but that will change very fast.
Wait, is there no scout footage? Oh, that might mean that Starbuck is certain that Happy is playing Dreadlord. And that's the downside of playing footy against Dreadlord, scout footy. It just gets surrounded and easily killed. Sleep surrounded. But right now, Starbuck pretty much in the dark. Doesn't know where the opponent is. Has to guess, but he guesses right.
Okay, maybe we missed something because he was so certain that his opponent would be right-hand side. But yeah, this is the battle for the rest of the map. Dreadlord versus Mountain King. We do have a soul TP, so you gotta be careful here. Bash has been unlocked as well, so a staff can always be cancelled at the right time. Starbuck did scout, apparently, according to chat.
Ah, okay. I guess scouted the main, then pulled it back. Circlet on the Dreadlord, getting ready to take a fight as well. Dreadlord has the better items here for a 1v1, but MK has the better skills. Oh,
good.
Long range sleeps around. Okay, off we go.
Here it is. Counter block should be fine for the second time. Dreadlord already. 50% of the mana gone, but the sleep surround is here finally. And from that, you can't get out. There is a TP, doesn't want to use too much of the HP. And Starbuck was lumber blocked for a little bit. That expo isn't up yet, and the ghouls are here to ravage this economy.
Alright, first Carrion Swarm used. Peasants in trouble. Arcane Tower save would be so important here for Starbuck.
Oh. Lumber is still low. Peasants are getting killed, but repair is still up. Targets, of course. Arcane is up. Now you need the big focus fire. Bash is here, takes out a ghoul. Focus fire on the skeleton, deals with them quickly. Dreadlord staying comfortably out of range, and no mana anymore for a Carrion Swarm nor a sleep. Happy's losing ghouls, and that expo seems to be secured for now. 4 peasants versus 4 ghouls. That could have been way worse for Starbuck.
Yeah, solid. The Dreadlord out of mana. MK has a bit of juice left. Level-wise, we are pretty even, experience-wise, I mean. And of course, Starbuck started mining earlier. Alright, decent start for Starbuck, but of course now having no TP anymore is scary.
Trying to go to the shop, trying to go for the staff. There's 2 staffs now, so the Dreadlord can get one of his own. More ghouls will, of course, delay Happy's tech as well. He got the lumber now, but quite far away in the gold department from tier 2. And now it's Starbuck threatening an attack.
Alright, the surrounding games begin. Stormbolt versus Sleep. Who's going to use it better? Who's going to succeed more? When it just comes to A-Click versus A-Click fighting right now, the MK and ghouls, MK and footies are ahead. But of course, if he gets surrounded, that might be it. So Starbuck still needs to be on the lookout.
He's trying to go for the expansion. Now switches the target. Just a tiny bit too late. A little bit of mana waste. That was the last Stormbolt for quite a bit. That is, of course, we don't have Brilliance Aura here to fuel the tank of the MK. We do have more sleep. That's a surround on a footy. 1 step closer to level 2 Carrion Swarm.
Yeah, but still quite a bit away. As I mentioned earlier, this is kind of a specialty of Lost Temple. Well, there's many things special about Lost Temple, let me tell you. Huge map, of course, first and foremost, but also very easy to expand, but very hard to creep level 3. This is basically nowhere else the case. One big reason why the Dreadlord here can be so good in comparison to the other heroes. And then with Sleep, perhaps you can contest the middle. So far, the middle is untouched, but there are great treasures to be had.
That's right. Happy with every failed sleeps around. His head gets one step closer to the camera. Mountain King is back. He's aiming hard for this Dreadlord. Almost a bit ambitious. The damage is not... Oh, no way. No way! No TP, no staff. It's a double surround once again. Mountain King can't get out. No second sleep. Staff out on the footman. Dreadlord is dead. Huge XP gain for Starbuck. Almost level 3.
Almost. He's got the clarity. He's got the clarity and the Regent Scroll to heal up right away. Big play for Starbuck.
He's occupying the tavern. Happy, you can't enter here today. And he has to play with no heroes. Both, of course, great StarCraft experience, but in Warcraft 3 that doesn't help you that much.
Happy all of a sudden seems to be in serious trouble here. If he goes for a tavern res, there's going to be a Stormbolt surround instantly. So the Dreadlord's getting harassed, revived, excuse me, from the altar slowly but surely. Happy still has the faster tech. That's his one advantage. But Starbuck's early game here is looking absolutely phenomenal.
Tech is even, like, it's not that much faster. Starbuck's tech timing was solid. We do have a double crypt, and we're going Gargs now. That is scary for Starbuck, as he has barely any anti-air. At the moment, his only anti-air is a Stormbolt. But man, when you see this matchup, this map, these starting positions, and then you say, how's the game going to look like at the 8-minute 30 mark? You would not expect this.
Yeah, very interesting game state here. And Happy somewhat predictably going for the Gargs because there's no water elementals to counter him. And great read by Starbuck. He is going for Griffin Aviaries right away before even seeing the Gargoyles.
Threatening an attack on a production building. Everything that slows Happy down is in favor of Bucky. Confident enough to storm into an undead base. 1 ghoul down, 2 ghouls down. Willing to sacrifice a town portal here for time. As then, of course, the Dreadlord can't really creep. And he's only level 2.5. Losing more ghouls. Oh my god, Starbuck at the moment dominating Happy on his home turf.
No DK second started either. Lumbers low for Happy. Slaughterhouse finishing, though, is a huge deal. Status, of course, as always, amazing. Oh, Stormbolt again. If Dreadlord dies again, it's over.
Oh, boy. It's locked in. He got it. But can he fight out? He's not in range of a shop. The Dreadlord is getting bashed to level 3. And if he dies now, he's benched for almost 2 minutes. No way. Hammer to the head once again. Starbuck level 4. This is insane.
And there he goes. Dreadlord dead again. Huge kill. This time I think he's going to be able to go for the tavern res, but insane lead on the MK. And, you know, this is the risk that Happy always takes. Selling the TP early game, always, 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 even against MK first. And sometimes he gets punished.
Oh, wow. We go into the middle now. Still very little anti-air. I think Starbuck failed to finish the construction on one of the Griffin aviaries. Maybe on purpose. Hopefully on purpose. With the Blood Mage second. More Stormbolts, man. More Stormbolts.
Alright, Griffin, or rather Dragonhawks late game can be a decent counter, but it's a lot about the numbers as well. Right now, we have 2 Dragonhawks versus 8 Gargoyles. Dragonhawks will not win this fight. Starbuck needs to be careful here not to get overconfident.
That's right. Always a comeback potential when your name is Happy. Now the Griffin Aviator is finishing. This was rather slow. But you know it, man. Whoever gets the middle on Lost Temple wins the game. But Happy defies Warcraft physics over and over and over again. Scary, scary times still, despite 2 big hero kills. Mountain King 4.2. Blood Mage on the way to level 2. We got an Ankh, nice to have, against Happy always. And a Wand of Mana Stealing, which is fantastic in combination with Siphon.
Happy could perhaps have a strong timing right now. The Dragonhawk numbers aren't that high yet. Happy in upkeep already. He's got Frenzy, he's got Destroyer form coming. Level 3.99. He's playing a similar strat compared to map 1. He's playing Dreadlord solo to level him up as much as possible. Here on tier 3, he's getting plenty of experience.
How's the tower situation? Dire. Do we need a town portal? Not really. Shackle cancelled immediately with the sleep. This is of course one less carrion swarm. Level 4 up. Dragonhawks, is there enough? Going for the hero focus, but Dragonhawks really suck at that. But who's good at sucking is the Blood Mage.
How much XP can Happy get here? I think this is the big purpose of this attack. Taking out peasants and a lot of peasants as well. The Dragonhawks aren't quite ready yet.
Ooh, solid save. One to the right, one to the left. Blood Mage has the Ankh, of course. That would be a nice XP donation. Can't really use the shackles. Then you expose them as they have to stand still or fly still. And can easily be killed by the rest of the Gargs. Starbuck out of gold, 69 food. Mountain King kinda stuck there, but it's time for Shackle now, apparently. Carrion Swarm hits big. We got a Paladin to heal up a little bit. Mountain King still stuck there. Dreadlord level 5. This is the level Happy wanted.
Oh, more Dragonhawks starting to follow. Oh, Happy's about to perhaps overwhelm his opponent here. One more or two more carrions could be huge.
Oh boy, Mountain King super hurt. Dreadlord is not 5.5. All of a sudden, this game swung around like crazy. The Garg's still up in the air. He couldn't threaten them. Blood Mage falling. Ankh triggered. Mountain King 5. A massive Stormbolt is your only chance now. And more shackles. Happy, satisfied with the XP gain, not losing much anymore, and that game is now even once again. What a sick push by Happy.
Okay, crisp timing here. Good old tier 3 undead power spike with the frenzy ghouls. This time only one hero, not even again an orb of corruption should perhaps now be added. Dark Ranger second for Happy. What is going on?
Well, it helps with the silence against the shackles. That tells us he is quite committed to the Gargs. Next fight in the middle. Sleep immediately. Dragonhawk quite expensive. Dying. MK surrounded. Is he forced to go into a town portal? There should be a holy light if the Paladin is nigh. Dodges.
Oh, sick silence. Hits everything. Literally everything.
He's a god amongst, man. It's insane. Stormbolt, Holy Light. This is the game you gotta play now. Single target damage, bunker up. But against this number of Gargs, man, it seems to be impossible.
Oh, Gargs chasing after these Dragonhawks, taking them out one by one. Dreadlord's getting very, very close to level 6. Seems like Starbuck at the moment has absolutely nothing to deal with the ultimate. Starbuck needs to push Happy back here and finally build a big enough army, but Happy, huge supply lead on.
That's right, 5.8. Dragonhawks are falling apart despite the shackles. You can't deal with that anymore. Paladin is dead. Mountain King about to fall as well.
This is it.
It has to be, right? It has to be it. Dark Ranger, not the most impact. Creeps are helping Bucky a little bit, but it's only Dragonhawks, man. It's only Dragonhawks. Mountain King about to pop, has the staff out, has no access to the shop, has no access to healing. Paladin only been revived now. Expo dead. It's incredible.
We got the level 6. I think no mana at the moment for the ult, but might have it before too long. And the Garg numbers are just too high.
He always sees the win condition. He always sees the way out, especially out of face cams as fast as possible. He wins the group 3-0 against Colorful, Labyrinth, and also Starbuck. But clean sheets are dirty now.